Hi, you guys. Welcome to Chit Chat with Stacey H. I just got finished watching Kevin Hart's podcast, Gold Mines, his interview with Tabitha Brown. I love her. I am inspired by her story. And I am always fascinated when I see the move of God in someone's life because it was nobody but God. Now, I'm not a Christian influencer. This is not a Christian influencing video, but I do love the Lord. And so I am always just fascinated at how things go from nothing to everything in people's lives. Same thing happened to Jennifer Hudson. Same thing. I see the move of God in her life as well. But back to Tabitha. I just feel like I am in a space where I also hear from God the way that she discusses, and my situation just not turning out the same way. So I'm hearing, but am I listening? And one of the things that I want to do, or I had promised myself that I would do this year, is to surrender to God, surrender to life, surrender to living, surrender to taking my hands off of my life and just let the flow happen. Because I find that I've held my life so cautiously and so tight that as much as I have done, as much as I have experienced or been exposed to in the best way, there's still more. And I have held myself back from that. They say, like, if you change your mind, you change your life. And that's something I want to do in 2024. She changed her mind. She listened to her center, which most of us, the Holy Spirit. And her life has changed forever. Now, I don't know about you, but January has Januaried. I'm tired. I'm over it. Where is the 31st? Because I'm done. I am done. It had gotten to the point that I'm complaining. I don't want to hear me no more. I don't want to do it. I'm like, how the year came in like a lion, but hopefully it'll go out like a lamb. And I'm not the only one. Several of my friends have had like these frustrating situations, and it has caused some major dust has been kicked up. So it's not just me. It's something that's going on. But I have decided that the feather that was ruffled by January will now go back into place. The dust that has been kicked up by January will now settle out. And I am just going to coast. I am going to do what my heart desires. I am going to do things outside of my comfort zone. I'll do a lot more leaping. I am not spontaneous by nature at all. At all. At all. And so I'm going to actually promise myself to do at least, and I know it's not much, but it's more than zero, 3 spontaneous things this year. Just to knock me outside of this wall that I keep myself into. Surrender. Be obedient to the voice that I hear, as long as it's the Holy Spirit, okay? Not no kooky voice, but as long as I'm doing that. Surrender. And I look forward to the free fall without the safety net and trusting that I will land softly and safely. She talked about her rise from being an Uber driver and deciding to become vegan and doing videos on Facebook and how that changed her life, but how critical she was of others who had done that prior to her awakening. Very critical. And she said the Lord humbled her and said, okay, you talked about them, but now you're going to do it. And it changed her life. She went from being an Uber driver to being a private jet rider. Okay? That's what surrendering to do for you. Now, will our lives all go down that path? Match it? Blessing by blessing, miracle by miracle, bar for bar? Maybe not in that same way. But I do believe that we all have the ability to have that same trajectory if we just allow things to pass through us. And we allow ourselves to pass through what is holding us back. So I'm surrendering. I'm taking a page out of Tabitha Brown's book, Surrendering, Listening, Doing. Join me. And at the end of this year, we'll see where it got us. We'll do an update. Surrender, living it, allowing it. They say it's okay to fall because as long as you get up. I don't want to fall. Let's be clear. No falling. I can trip. I can skip. I don't want to fall. I have fallen enough, knees busted up, but I'm up. Take the lessons I've learned, trust God, and move forward. Do it with me and see what happens. We all have a testimony at the end of this year. I can promise you that because I saw the promise that is on Tabitha's life. He did it for her, meaning he did it for her. He can do it for me, do it for you. It will be done. All will be well. So have a good night. Or if you're watching this in the morning, have a fabulous morning, fabulous day. And let's get to living and surrendering and doing. Chat later. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. Good night.